Hey guys, and welcome back to our FIFA 18 career with Brentford, where last time out unfortunately we did lose 3-2 to Sheffield United in the last couple of minutes, but we are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup after beating Swindon, so that is positives from that last video. But next up we do have a mighty side of Nottingham Forest, so it will be a tough game, but I'm sure we're looking to get our first 3 points on the board of the league campaign. So without any further ado, we're going to jump in and bang in some lovely goals. Okay, so I have not made any changes from the last game, other than I've moved the formation around slightly. I've gone more attacking with Sawyers more of a attacking midfielder instead of having Woods or Yanaris as a central defensive midfielder. So we are underway against Nottingham Forest at home. We do need to win this game to get our campaign off to a good start after the loss against Sheffield. But I have no doubt that we can do it with the quality players like Justin Kluivert we brought in. Oh my god. Come on, Vibe! Where's your 85 pace gone, mate? Keep going. I believe we have not lost it yet. Keep battling. No. Now I believe we've lost it. Oh! Woods! Mate, he's dragging me back. Sawyers! Oh! Somehow managed to get hold of that through Woods, and Sawyers could not finish it. Corner ball literally on half time now. Sawyers maybe again. No. Watkins, left foot, bang! No. Don't know why I tried that. Not much else has been happening. So it's at half time. It's been a very, very poor, boring first half. We've had a few shots on target, but they have not been of good quality, so there's a much more to come in the second half. I will be swapping out Sawyers, I think, early on, because he's not providing the attacking threat I was hoping for.
5 minutes for this new club. How do you think he's done? Room for improvement, I think you could
Oh
say,
no. Poor defending there. Try and stop the cross. We've not stopped the cross. No. Dow's just crap defending all round. Didn't stop the cross. The weak header out was just straight to another player. Couldn't clear it. And deservedly we are 1-0 down now, because that was appalling. Okay, so after that shocking goal to concede, I have swapped out Sawyers, brought in McEachran and Mokito instead of Yanaris in the centre of midfield. Come on, Watkins. Fine, Vibe. Come on, Vibe. Please. Yes. Yes, that's the goal we need. Finally, that's the only good thing that has happened to us this match at all. Bit of pace there from Vibe helping out. And it's a good finish across the goalkeeper. Nice 1-1. Come on, Watkins. This is it. Inside. Inside. Find Vibe. Finish. Oh, 2-1. Lovely play. Vibe was just chilling on the edge of the box. Watkins finds him after some good footwork after turning inside. Underside of the bar. 2-1. 2 quick goals. And we are back in it.
We still could have a decisive moment in the short time that remains.
Oh, nice footwork by Vibe. Onto his stronger foot, surely. Come on. Ooh. He struck the bar, almost getting his hat-trick there. Fantastic strike. Just missing out. Hopefully he'll get another opportunity. So 90 minutes are up, and we do have our first 3 points of the season, courtesy of Mr. Vibe with the 2 goals, almost grabbing a hat-trick at the dead in the 85th minute or something. But a great performance by him. I think the big change in the game was when I took off Sawyers and Yanaris, brought on McEachran and Mokito, and yeah, that really did change the central midfield. We had a lot more confidence on the ball, and we got 2 good chances which we put away. So on to the next game. Okay, so after he made such a good impact coming on as a substitute in that last game, we have now lost Josh McEachran, unfortunately, but we got a good chunk of money, 4.1 million into the club, so that is not too bad at all. So we will be looking to bring in a replacement for him. So in a minute we will set up a transfer search for a good box-to-box central midfielder. Okay, so after Vibe had such a good game against Forest, scoring those 2 goals, I have realised I haven't got anyone else I can really trust to play underneath him if he gets injured or anything. So I have been having a look around and I found a couple of strikers. Marvin Sordell, unfortunately, is out of the question because he's just recently joined Burton Albion. But we have got these 2 guys, Fateh and Harrison, from Bristol Rovers. I think this Fateh is going to be the better of the 2 options. As you can see there, he's got a 6.9 million release clause. I don't know much about them. I haven't fully scouted them. I think Harrison should be quite easy to pick up if we do like the look of him. But yeah, so I plan to put in a bid for maybe both of them, and then we can choose when it comes to the negotiating an actual contract with them who we do want to pick. Okay, so as I said, I was going to be finding a replacement for Josh McEachran. So I have put a box-to-box playmaker in the central of the midfield as the search out. So I'm sure we'll get a few players in. But first off, we'll be playing our next game in the Cup against Bristol City. And hopefully, straight after that, we will have some results on this search. Okay, so next up, we do have Bristol City in the league. Not the Cup game, as I may have mentioned. But as it is the second game of this video, I am going to be speeding through it and just showing you the highlights at the end. But regardless of that, the team selection, I have pulled out Cliver as he did not impress me really in the last game. And he was a bit lower on stamina. And I've brought in Jose Zun on the left wing and swapped over Watkins onto the right. So we've got Alan Judge starting in the attacking midfield position. And Mokito starting in the centre alongside Woods. So this game against Bristol City was a 1-0 victory, a lovely solo effort by Josephine, running down the left wing, cutting inside and banging it back across goal. It was a fantastic finish. Other than that, we had a few other pops at goal, but it was all one-way traffic. They didn't have any opportunities, we just had most of the ball throughout, and it did end 1-0. Okay, so I mentioned about these 2 strikers at the top of our page here. Before the last game, and I have managed to agree terms with both clubs, and actually, sorry, I went even further with Harrison. I've just got to accept the contract offer as well, but so Ellis Harrison is on board to sign as soon as I want him. I've still got to do a contract with Fateh, but I am happy as Harrison hasn't cost that much money at all. I'm going to bring him straight on board, and there we go, he is now in our squad. So we do now have another striker I am happy to use. He is only 63 rated at the age of 23, so it's not an amazing promise for him, but I'm going to give him a go. We'll see how he gets on. We have got that Mope, who is 21. I've played with him in the pre-season games and I just did not like anything about how his attributes just works really, so that's why I'm not happy to play him really. So Harrison will be the backup striker for the moment. So in my search for the Josh McEachran replacement, I've come across Alexander Golovin, who is from CSKA Moscow. He has a range of very, very good abilities. I'm worried about his price. I've not scouted him, so I'm really not sure. But he could be a little costly. Loftus-Cheek did come up in my search, but unfortunately, as we know, he is not available at the moment. So I may give this Golovin guy a go. So I went ahead with the Fateh contract, and he has come out at an overall of 73, so even better than our star striker Vibe, which does unfortunately put Harrison on the back burner as our reserve. But you never know, if they both get injured, he will get opportunities. I'm still planning to use Vibe as the main man at the moment, but if this guy comes on from the bench and does the job, then I'm sure he will be in the starting lineup from the games to come. Okay guys, so for the next video I think we're going to be having quite a bit of mixing around with the transfer market again, as we've now got in 2 strikers. We need that central midfielders brought in to consolidate the reserves and stuff, because we're looking a bit weak in there. I've also suddenly run out of money quite quickly. That must have been with the Fateh buy, because he was 4.9 million ish. So I need to offload some unused players maybe, or look around doing something like that. But other than that, it's not been a bad video. We've had 2 wins, a couple of good goals, bit of sloppy defending in there here and there. But yeah, we've got 2 wins, so that's 6 points. And we are up into 5th in the table. So it's not all bad at all. And I'm looking forward to the next game, which is away at Ipswich. So that'll be a challenge. And then I'm sure after that game will be the next round of the Carabao Cup. So we've got lots to look forward to. Don't forget to mention in the comments below if you have any transfer suggestions or squad, you know, any hints or tips that can help us get further up the table and into the Premier League. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon.